Guys, welcome back to Spud Run Golf. I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio. We've had 4 months. 4 months of vacancy, 4 months of dormant grass, just 4 months of typical Ohio weather. As we dive into a very rainy April, we find ourselves just a few short days away from our first B&B golfers. Folks, it's go time. It's time to wake this beast up. Now if we could just get the weather to cooperate with us. With all this rain we've had here lately, culvert cleaning has been hot tickets. Man, that sun just popped out. So guys, we're just a few days away from the first guest of the year. I tried to mow tonight, made a hot mess. We've had about 4 straight days of rain. 4 straight days of cloudy, solid rain. There's floods here around Ohio, Kentucky. Pretty bad. I need to mow because I need to put down some broadleaf control. I'm starting to get a lot of clover. So I wanted to mow tonight, and then I wanted to apply some broadleaf, but it's too wet. But people always ask me how this creek does, and it's been out of the banks the last few days, and you can kind of see it's stayed pretty good. It really has. During these floods, you know, this was just rolling over this section. You see all the leaves that carried down. And this here, I used to have a nice little swell with nice limestone, and it's all, as you can see, it's gone. So this area needs a little spud repair. Come on. I don't think we're gonna get that done before the guests come. But little jobs like this are, I feel like they're perfect. On weekends, when we got golfers, I can come up and tinker something like this. I'm not really in the way, but as the groups come through, I can kind of watch and stop and just hang out. But I'm out of the way. And I eat projects like this up all summer, just kind of staying out of the way. We're about halfway done here with our signs. Got a few more to put up. And sign detail. Oh, the new par 5. We actually got to pull a post up. We got to dig a new post hole. Not a huge deal, but we'll go up and see if that's dry enough to do that. And the new sod's going on about a week and a half old. We're getting ready to check that out. I've not mowed it, and it definitely needs mowed, but it's just been too wet. I plan on taking a little push mower up and just, push mower up for the first couple times, just keep some weight off of it. But we'll see how squishy it is when we get up here in a minute. We're gonna bring the push mower up here to number 2 also. We've got so many weeds coming up. It's looking more terrible by the day. Muddy, I can still dig a hole though. I mean, this is sopping wet, but we gotta mow it. I'm sure the little push mower tracks will show up pretty good, but it's getting tall. Yep, and the wife's got new animals out here. All they do is shit everywhere, eat my plants. Let me show you where I tried to mow. Fairway mower. For one, it's crazy tall, so I'm gonna have to double, probably triple cut it. Look at this. It's so tall, which I stopped right here because I started really getting into wet stuff. I mean, look how tall that shit is. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm real scared yet. I don't like it, but I'm not scared where it's so tall. But I'm probably gonna have to mow with the 0 turn once it dries out. Knock it down a little bit and then bring the real mower over it. So that real mower, when it gets tall, it just wants to lay it down. And it's got a front roller, and that front roller lays it down and it won't pop back up to get up for the real sketching. But by God, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting green. Setting this tee sign is kind of the last task in the new par 5 number 6 hole. Every time I'm up here, this hole just feels cooler and cooler. Mayday! We just got a call from neighbor Rondo. He's out of gas in his pimp mobile. Spud to the rescue. Hell, Ronnie, you could drink time about 10 times.
I don't know about that.
Tastes diesel, right?
No.
Well, I'm on a project, Rondell. I'm gonna get back to it.
All righty.
You should be good to go, right?
Yeah. Right now I am.
Drive it like you stole it. We got one T-box done. I think we got some dirty gas. So I swung up here to the mill shop real quick, clean this carburetor out. We're gonna drain all the fuel out. Hopefully we're back in business. These little carburetors. And I've actually mowed the #1 T with this twice this year. It didn't like something was going on in the gas that was in it. It did look a little milky, so it must have got some water in it. I don't know. Little pit stop, we'll be back in action. All right, let's try this again, fellas. I don't like wearing a toboggan and Carhartts during mowing season. I mean, come on, that's crazy. I've got that, let's not even say mowed down, let's say whacked down. I would like to spray. I've got a lot of clover coming in. We have some other weeds. The clover, a few dandelions, that's controllable. But we have more rain on its way. We're gonna get a decent amount of rain here in the next couple hours. This rain pattern continues. A lot of things just lined up for that fairway to get, it got out of hand. It really did. Not only with the grass, but with the weeds. And I just didn't have the correct environment to tackle it. Last night was camera free, and I had the worst night ever at Spud Run Golf. I was mowing the green. My greens mower was acting up. I couldn't get the reels to turn correctly. Farted with that. I talked to a guy. I think I'm gonna have to take it to him. End up getting it going to where I could actually mow. Then for the first time of the year, I wanted to go ahead and mow our collar. So I got two different mowers. The collar mower is it's a little bit higher. So I was mowing the collar, made one pass, and about 3/4 of the way around, I noticed it was leaking gas. If you know anything about bent grass and gas, they don't mix. So I had these little spots around the green the best I could tell. So I done what any normal American would do. I took out my handy dandy soil sample probe, and I went around and poked a bunch of holes where I seen those gas spots. So I'm hoping, and I caught it right away, so I'm hoping the bent grass will just fill those holes in and the gas will not spread to make more of a mess. Oh, the horses got up on the new tee box. And where it's so wet and moist, they sunk down, let's say deep to a tall Indian. About to my knees. So the horses, you know, they're a lot of pounds per square inch. They sure did. So I'm out here in the collar now. So that's, and do you never notice how I bounce around? I'm not all polished for this job. Okay, back to my point. So I seen the one was there, so I poked that. All right, I probed that. I got one there. So I see one I missed right here. Right here. Here. Oh my. So there's a bunch that I missed. And what happens with that gasoline, because I've had gas spill on the bent grass before, and that, folks, that's my worst nightmare. I'm glad it happened on the collar and not the green. The trials and tribulations of backyard golf America. And the problem is, I'm rag ass operation here. I think the next high priority item I need to do has nothing to do with what you're interested in, but I've got to move our camper over to the Airbnb. So the Airbnb, it's, I'm gonna guess a 4-minute golf cart ride to 1 tee. This group we have coming in, there's like 8 of them, and they requested to also use the camper. So we have 4 or 5 groups a year that do that. And I asked about just leaving the camper here close to the golf course, and he's like, man, we'd like to have the camper right there beside the B&B. So luckily when I done the B&B, I went ahead and put in water and sewer and electric hookup. just because I thought maybe something like that might happen. Our camper, there again, just like this golf course, it's been cooped up all winter. So I'm hoping there's no problems with the camper. Here's a little B-roll of me getting the camper set up and put in. But other than that, that's probably good enough. That's all you want to see with the camper. Well, the rain arrived. Unfortunately, that camper, the converter's bad in it. So I've been crawling underneath that daggone thing. I've got new parts ordered, so I still have another day and a half to get things fixed on that camper. But man, this rain has really crimped our progress ability on the golf course. And two, I'm worried about, you know, conditions. You can't really go cart path only. I mean, obviously you can hit off number 1 here. We've got kind of the path up on the far left, but that's a long walk down to that fairway. But it'll definitely probably happen this year. There's going to be a weekend where we're packed every weekend that it's going to rain. I'm going to be like, hey, the old fairway's too wet, unfortunately, so you're going to have to, I guess, play from the hack shack, or you can still tee off a lot. I can't have them carts down the center of that fairway if it's really wet. I mean, it takes a good bit, but whew. I'll see you tomorrow. Right now, we're sitting at Friday about 1:30. Our first guest of the whole year, a group of 8. They show up here in about a half an hour. I've had a hell of a few days. More rain, more breakdowns. It's been discouraging trying to get all this done. It's Masters Week, so golf is very exciting. Been trying to watch as much of that as I can. I guess if it was easy, everybody'd do it. But my goodness, I've had 3 or 4 problems with equipment. The fairway mower, the greens mower, the collar mower, my push mower. I think the weekend's still going to turn out wonderful. Finally, our much anticipated first group of the year here at Spud Run Golf. We've got a group of 8 guys playing in these sopping wet conditions, but I think they're having a good time. Here with the trip leader, my guy. So what do you think? I know it's wet, but
it's crazy good conditions for middle April when it dumped inches of rain over the last 2 weeks. It's very impressive, as always.
You guys are here 3 days. You say you're going to do some type of Ryder Cup format?
Yeah, do a little Ryder Cup stuff, watch a lot of the Masters, try to get some competition going. First round of the year for most of us, so it's going to be a little hacky, but we'll have fun.
Well, you can always start a fire at the Hack Shack or at the B&B and stay warm.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us as always, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
All right.